decision, too. That's why State Farm Agent Nate Ferguson is here in Uniontown to help you select the right protection at the right price. Nate will make sure you understand your coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm Agent Nate Ferguson, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call Nate when you want the real deal.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Think about the last time you thanked yourself for something. Maybe it was that me time you took last Tuesday, or finally learning Italian. Want to do something you'll really thank yourself for later? Start creating a plan for your financial goals today. State Farm Agent Nathan Ferguson is right here in Uniontown to help you look at the things you want to save for and build a plan to set you up for success. The earlier you start planning, the better off you will be. Call State Farm Agent Nathan Ferguson today, then thank yourself later. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you noticing your house getting a little drafty? Use your tax refund and call Monarch Windows and Doors. Family owned and operated with over 20 years experience, Monarch Windows and Doors can make your home warm again. Monarch Windows and Doors only use their own employees, no subcontractors. They are BBB accredited and offers military discounts. Call Monarch Windows and Doors and find out what they could do for you. 412-215-8116. That's 412-215-8116. Or see Monarch Windows and Doors on Google or Facebook.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guest, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the position of WMBS Radio. The following is a paid political presentation. Candidates may have provided all or some questions to the host and may or may not take phone calls. WMBS and the host do not endorse any political candidate on air during a paid political presentation.
Under attack, time has come, we're gonna take it back. Just wait and see, don't tread on me. I won't sit back, stand idly by, watch the heart of my nation die. Oh, not me, don't tread on me. Don't tread on my Bible, don't tread on my guns, don't you tread on my faith in God's only son. Don't tread on me, don't tread on me.
Hey everybody, this is Jon Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly, and today's show is being brought to you by Monarch Windows and Doors, Miles's Garage and Tire Center, PatriotsOnline.com, Fayette County Recovery, Storage and U-Haul, 724-323-3833, Country Motor Sales, Tactical Civics, White Mountain Logging, Solid Foundation Ministries, New Life Free Methodist Church, Highline Motorsports, Gary's Auto Sales, Gun Owners of America, Hilly Jon Radio, and it's up on YouTube, and Jon Marietta for We the People. And we're going to start out the show. We have somebody else that's going to read a Bible verse for us to start the show with today.
Are you going to introduce yourself?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm Nolan. I'm Gina's son. And our Bible verse today is 1 Corinthians verses 13 and 14. Be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong, do everything in love.
Thank you very much.
That was a good
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I hope you follow that verse.
I understand you're getting ready for a big event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, where are you shooting at next?
We're going to Shenandoah tomorrow, and I'll be shooting at like 8.
8 a.m.?
8 a.m. And what events do you do?
I'm just doing trap. And I'll be doing trap, skeet, and sporting clay.
Oh, so you're going to be a busy guy. How much ammunition you going to need?
I think just 75.
75?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Practice too. So.
Well, I'm glad, and I knew you were practicing, so hopefully you'll do very well.
Which one do you like the best, Nolan?
Trap.
Trap, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do in the next few months. We're gonna do an event at one of the gun clubs. At local gun clubs, we're going to do a trap. That's what we're going to do there. So, but anyways, I've had a busy day. Started at 6 o'clock. We're working on a couple different projects for things, and so I had Well, I was on the phone at 8 o'clock this morning, and I don't know if I got off till noon. So, working with some guys at PennDOT with some things. So, but anyways, hey, we've been busy, and then I was helping a friend out today too. So, Gina, you wanted to let everybody know that I guess they passed in the law, and or is it passed, or did it just come up, or what is they're going to change the hours of public school?
Yeah, well, traditionally in the past, it's been 180 days, and so the schools had to the kids had to be in school 180 days, and so Governor Shapiro last year passed a law saying that they can switch from 180 days to 990 hours, and so. Then this year, there's talks about schools switching over to 4-day school days instead of 5. And so I think that's going to cause a lot of debates here on Facebook probably once everybody starts finding this out, because it's a very controversial subject for some. Don't you think, John?
Yeah, I think I don't know. Back when I went to school, I think we didn't have actually 80 days back then. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I guess we just I don't remember exactly what they did. Yeah, I mean we might have had teachers might have had a day once in a while, but I walked to school the first 7 years of my life. The first 7 years of my life, I walked to school.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a big deal just to ride the bus when we went to junior high school. So.
Yeah, well, I think that the thought process here is that if I would imagine they would have to extend the school day hours, right, to make up for the one day that they're going to have off. And so, but from a teacher's perspective, I mean, Fridays could be a clerical day where they could reach out to parents or, work on their lesson plans and do those sorts of things. And if they had to take and rather than having Act 80 days, then they could have seminars and do all those trainings during that time. And also, I wonder if that will change it as far as football is concerned. Would football remain to be Fridays? Because if it does, sometimes they pull the kids out.
I don't know, Nick. What do you think? It'd be hard not to have football on Friday. I don't know. I think there might be that might cause a revolution,
a riot. Yes.
Yeah, I mean that might,
people taking to the streets.
I mean,
yeah,
it would throw off our programming schedule.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I think it would be better to have the day off so that if the kids had to travel, then they wouldn't have to be pulled out of class and miss those classes.
We only have one school left in the WPIAL, right? In Fayette County.
That's right. Yes.
Collinsville.
Yes.
Do they still?
I think they're independent now. Actually,
they went independent too.
I think they are. Yes.
So then
don't
we
hold me to it, but
then we don't have anyone in the WPIAL.
Not at the moment. No, I don't.
Uniontown's not. I know in Laurel.
Uniontown.
Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, Laurel Highlands.
Laurel Highlands.
They're in the Whippeal. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So, but anyways,
was Uniontown working its way towards
they
back?
They were, but because they need to fill Connellsville's spot, because Connellsville left.
Okay.
Well, anyways, I got a caller on the line, and Maria, you with us?
Yes, I am. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Maria.
I think what we have to do is there. I got you better. I got you a little. Okay, there we go. I had Maria come on today because there was a couple reasons why. One of the things I want to talk about with her is the low voter turnout for the primary race, and I was kind of wanting to get her thoughts on that to start out with. Do you want to give us a little bit of what you're thinking, Maria?
Well, initially, unfortunately, I think everybody is very despondent and disappointed and feels powerless. And with all the corruption, the extremists, the corruption that has been exposed, feeling like our votes don't count because of all the corruption in our voting system. Many of things which are being revealed, but our judiciary, we've learned that too is corrupted, and why our republic is not being defended is now resting upon we the people. And we have been, this has been not such a slow progression. If you look at We just had somebody in our family friend that died that was 110 years old.
Wow.
And if you look at her parents were alive during the Bolshevik Revolution. And this is all an attempt for communism to take over the world. And this is what's slowly creeping. Well, it's here. It's here. And if people don't, we've been dumbed down. We've been placated by television and media and, entertainment, etc. And so we don't remember how near these things were and the effect that it is having upon us. All of our basic freedoms that were provided by our godly, inspired, our morally inspired Constitution are being they're taken away under our noses. And I believe it's because of lack of knowledge. But it was very contrived that they know what they're doing. It's a very small group of people that are trying to take over. And people better wake up. The most important thing we need to do is get out to vote, get involved, become more knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Take it upon yourselves. If we don't remember civics, or if we never really were educated in civics, that we don't understand the basic freedoms that are provided, number one, by natural law, by God's law, and secondly, that are protected by our Constitution. But all the people that we elect, not all, many, many, many of the people that we elect do not follow the Constitution. We need to get back to, it's what founded our country. And Pennsylvania is at the core. In Pennsylvania, we established the United States of America. So it was born here in Pennsylvania, and it needs to be reborn. People need to get involved in whatever level, but become educated. Number two, educate your children. Number three, bring everybody back to God. I should have put that first, because without God, we're lost, and we have become a tainted society. Again, I think lured away by complacency and television shows and music, and rather than us being families and enjoying our families, we're lured away by, let's sit in front of the TV for 4 hours rather than playing a board game with your family and learning something together. Or, I've encouraged dads to, be real good dads again and get away from the TV and watching basketball and go out with your kids and play basketball. Yeah. And it's our government that this infiltration that has been going on. As I said, if you look at history, it's not that long ago where communism has taken over or attempted to. And so it's right in front of our faces. We have to get out and vote. You have to encourage other people to vote. You have to get people to vote for people that have integrity. None of us are perfect.
Yes.
And not just people that need a job. That's to me, you create lifelong politicians. Yep. Well, if you hire people that just need a job.
I follow a couple of different pages on the internet and on different web pages, and I talk to you. I do talk to Maria, and I have a good, confident friend here in Fayette County that I have several of them. But you know what? It wasn't reasonable people that created the divide in our nation. I mean, it really, right now with the political atmosphere, and I really feel like that many people have just tuned out from voting because they're tired of the backbiting and all the things that goes on, and people, it's all about getting someone reelected again from whether it's an R or a D, and people really need to get back to voting for the right people, voting for people that are willing to do the work. I mean, not just people that want to get reelected.
Right, and people that are willing to serve.
Yeah. Well, that's it, because we when you're elected, you're not a person that works for yourself. You're supposed to be working for the people that elected you. Like on my office door, for example, Maria, I know you don't know this. I never told you this, but my name is not on the office door. It's the recorder of deeds for the people of Fayette County. Okay, that's what I am. That's what you elected me to do, and that's what it's about. I mean, I don't getting a picture taken with somebody or doing something isn't what needs to happen.
Right.
Having a meeting with people and then just say and then bragging because you had a dinner for somebody or a photo op with somebody. That isn't what needs to happen. We need people that are willing to step up and say, you know what, we did it this way for the last ever how many years. It's time to try something different. Mm-hmm. And that's and usually what happens is the first thing happens is you get a little bit of pushback, but then after people see what you're trying to do, it works out. I mean, I've saved just in our office. And with the help, I won't say that it was just me. With the help of the wonderful staff I have, the ladies that I have that work for me, I call them girls, but they're ladies. They've helped me save the county or taxpayers money that now I'm paying for a lot of my office out of the money that's generated in the office, and then we're going to keep moving forward with other things, and I just think that it isn't $1 million, but if everybody would save the county, if every elected official in the county would save the county $10,000, well, there's 600 people that actually work for the county, but if every employee would try to figure out how to save the county $10,000, think about what I just said.
Mm-hmm. And even if you have people that will go in, and my husband goes to the financial meetings for the school board, and you need to have people that have, I'm not saying accounting background, but whether they are fiscally responsible themselves or if they've run businesses, they have, we've done that. So we have the ability to look at big numbers and question whether a new heating system really needs to go in, and does it need to cost $200,000, or can you do it for $50,000?
And I agree with you.
We had that problem with when we renovated our playground at Franklin. There was this whole thing about the mulch. It had to be a specific brand, and there were so many different companies that were from around the area that were willing to either give us a largely discounted price for it or to basically donate the mulch to our school, and it had to be a specific splinter-free for, liable purposes, that this brand, and it was probably 10 times as much as a local company was going to charge us to bring in. I don't know if it was exactly 10 times, but it was an exorbitant amount of money more,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even for example, and I believe that this has happened all throughout the state, as probably as other states as well. We have a decreasing population of students, and our township wanted to spend another $9 million to renovate our football field. Now, my family are all big football aficionados. I get it. But we don't even have enough students to play the games. We have to forfeit many games.
Right.
And so they want to raise our taxes for that. And the school's not old anyway. And for a dwindling population, this is just a way for people to pad their pockets and to put other people into jobs, because along with that new field comes, people that have to oversee it.
Yeah.
And so now does that turn out to be another patronage job of some sort? All these things, and interestingly, I met with a gentleman who is running as a state rep in Northampton County, and I went to meet him, and he was knocked off the ballot by the GOP, even though he has helped the GOP raise hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Wow.
But because he's not, I don't know those people, but he was not their chosen. But in any case, I went to meet with him, and he told me the same thing was happening in his school district. Mm-hmm. So I believe that they're going from school district to school district to school district, trying to impose, just like you're saying about, a certain type of mulch.
Mm-hmm.
They're going around the country making a ton of money off of we, the taxpayer.
Yeah. Exactly. That's you're exactly right. It's we, the taxpayer,
right.
We're footing the bills. We have a building here in Uniontown that that they took over. The county took over. It's 50. It's from what I understand, it's around $5 million that they put in this building to renovate it. They're only on the second floor. There's more. There's more. There's more security that has to be put forth. I mean, we had a building, but we didn't close it, so we're still using it. So all these different things. I mean, the heat, the electric, all these things add up to what's going on. And when we think about this, it really. I mean, and we're right here in Fayette County. We're in a situation where we have to watch what we're doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, financially. But anyways, I want to get back. I want to get back to Tuesday. I just really feel that that the problem with Tuesday was that the people don't have confidence in the integrity of our voting situation. Now here in the county, they tried to do something, a new website. They tried to upgrade the old website, and there's still not transparency with the one that they did. I mean, up until just a few hours ago, they might have changed it by now, but I still couldn't get a total number of people that came out to vote.
I was trying to look at that as well. Election night, it's very difficult to see the results, right?
And like I said, it's a big problem, and with Act 77, and of course we had Ron Warner and Pat Stefano. The Ron Warner was the state representative that voted for it, and Pat Stefano, he was the one that presented this Act 77. It came out of his committee, and it's been a total chaos since 2019.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they destroyed our country.
Yeah,
and any of them should be primaried out. And even the ones that say, "Oh, I made a mistake. I made a mistake." Well, you know what? What did you do about it afterwards?
Right.
Nothing.
Right. If you're not,
So do I believe you? No, I don't.
No, because if you really felt remorse about the mistake you made, you would make steps in changing that to make that
and
better.
What has happened is what this has also caused is it's caused like a tribalism between the Republicans and the Democrats, and it's caused a toxic. Actually, it's caused a toxic civil discourse between the two of them. I mean, nobody wants to work together because, and this all comes back to the previous presidential election. I mean, actually, 2016 is when it all started, and then, but like I said, we need to get on board here. People need to get out and vote. I mean, they have to get out and vote. And whatever way you have to vote, you got to get out and vote.
Right.
Because what happened on Tuesday, it's unacceptable. It's just unacceptable.
Well, do you think part of what was wrong with Tuesday was that there wasn't really anything exciting, to vote for? I felt like there was only one presidential nomination.
Yeah, but think about this. There was men that died so we could have the right to vote. There was people that gave that. I mean, when them 56 people signed that Declaration of Independence, they signed a death warrant.
Yeah.
I mean, they did something that no one else. I mean, they were willing to give everything they had, for a country to be out, so we wouldn't be ruled by tyranny. And now we can't get people to even just come out to vote.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna get attacked. Just come out to vote.
Right.
And I think this should be around. the dinner table. We need a dinner table conversation again. Everybody's so busy. Their children are so busy. This one's going to that one's going to this one's going to that. Every run.
Yep.
Mom's got to work 2 jobs. Dad's working. Everybody's working different schedules. Even if it comes down to 1 week, 2 days a week, get to the point where you're sitting around the dinner table and talk about our history, talk about the importance. Start having card games again with your friends, coming together. Everybody just sits plops in front of a TV and a computer screen anymore. I started New Hope for Our Nation and the world in 2020, and I have meetings, gatherings, dinners all the time. I'm an old-fashioned let's get together and talk. And is it a lot of work? Yes. But it's worth it because our community is coming together. More people need to do that.
Yeah.
Reach out to your neighbor. Help each other. And gather together. And even if you have a difference of opinion, discuss it a bit. I mean, I just had a rant back and forth with somebody that's coming in to volunteer, and we have a difference of opinion, but it enlightens us. We think about, okay, I understand what you're saying. I see a different perspective of it, but now it's making me take another look at it.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to argue. We can't get along all the time. Husbands and wives don't get along together all the time. Children don't get along, with each other. It's normal. But we have to be engaged, and we have to do it with a mindset that if we don't vote, the other team wins.
Yeah.
That's it in a nutshell.
I feel like we also need to go back to the nuclear family and really stressing the importance of that and a one person income, because I feel like that's another thing that has destroyed our country is the fact that everybody has to work now. And, back in the day when there was a nuclear family and the mom was the homemaker, it's really frowned upon at times now for you to be a homemaker. People look down on you like, oh, you can't get a job. No, I choose to stay home because I want to be involved with my kids. I want to be at home when the teacher calls and says that, or the nurse calls and says, my son is sick and I need to come pick him up. But also the other end of that is, if we had more people being the homemaker, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the female. If the
Correct.
female is driven and she wants to go to work, and the man wants to stay at home and be the stay at home dad, make it work. But if we go back to that, then we have those people that are in the communities that are gathering, going to their local township meetings and, getting involved with local politics and then talking about coming together and resolving problems. Nobody cares anymore because everybody's only concerned with their own path. They're not looking around. Like my generation of people are not looking around and reaching their hands out to say, hey, what can we do to help? Or if you are helping, everybody wants the credit for being that the person who inspired the help or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just when you see somebody that needs help, but nobody can because either they're too busy working or, it's a convoluted mess that we're dealing with right now. But going back to a nuclear family, having a one-person income and that stay-at-home person being that person involved in the community, I think would make great strides in a better direction.
Well, we have to change our culture, even with parenting and having relationships. People have to realize you have a relationship, you're going to get pregnant.
Right.
And are you ready to be a parent? Are you ready to be a mother? Are you ready to be a father?
Yeah.
It's God told us to be fruitful and multiply, so it's sacred. And we need to encourage all of us to live like that rather than going. My aunt used to say, "Go from buttercup to buttercup," and and put a notch on your.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Maria, I really appreciate you being on.
Thanks, Maria.
I don't know. We got to close up. Thank you, and we're going to get together here, and I guess we got people from all over the state coming to Montgomery County.
To Bucks County. I'm in Bucks County.
Bucks County, rather.
I'm speaking in Montgomery County on Friday, and then next Friday, and then on Saturday we're having a gathering of people that want to have Trump as our president, and getting together and trying to work together as a state. And both Pennsylvania and New Jersey, I do a lot of work in both states.
And we're going to do. I got to cut you off, but we're going to do this without the help of the RNC.
Oh, absolutely. Anyway, thank you. God bless America. God bless your families. And buy American products. Okay, we have to bring our country back. God bless. Bye-bye.
So what we got to do is we got to close up. And I got one. You want to read that? It's Chris Higby's going to be out at the fairgrounds.
Yeah. Chris Higby is doing a concert on Saturday, May 11th. And that is Chris Higby's band, the Chris Higby Band, and Tim Litvin and the Nature Boys. The gates open at 4 p.m. and it's at the Fayette County Fairgrounds. For tickets, you can go on Old Time Fiddlers of Western PA to get ticket information. It's $20 at the gate.
Well, I'm going to close up a little bit different today. I got a quote. It's from George Washington. However, political parties may now and then answer popular ends. They are likely in the course of time and things to become potential engines by which cunning, ambitious, and unprincipled men will be enabled to subvert the power of the people and to usurp for themselves the reins of government, destroying afterwards the very engines which have lifted them to unjust dominion. That's Washington in his farewell speech, 1797. I want to thank everybody for listening in. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America. This is Jon Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly.
Have a good weekend.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.